Hello, and welcome to Less is More, where we talk about personal credit and business credit. I just wanted to make sure that you were all under the understanding that I provide this channel and I have created it solely to educate and to benefit all those that may need some assistance with their credit cards, loans, and with their personal finances in general. My initial strategy is to go on ahead and begin with personal credit and get you on board to where your personal credit is where you need it to be before you can actually start working on and looking into business credit. So that's why all my videos have been focused right now on personal credit and personal finances before we even begin business credit. So without further ado, today's video is going to be about the Navy Federal Credit Union and their internal score. On my previous video, I had mentioned it, so here it is. I hope y'all ready. Navy Federal Credit Union is known for being a credit union which likes to have relationships with their customers. And what I mean by having a relationship with their customers is they're looking for you to use their products. They're looking for you to establish a relationship. Sort of like when you have a friendship and you build a relationship with your friends, and then after so many years, you guys have that trust where you could go back and forth. Well, it's basically the same exact thing with Navy Federal Credit Union. They want to build that trust with you, so they can later on be able to, approve you for credit cards, loans, auto loans, mortgages, whatever it is that you may be interested in. So what first thing you want to know is that the Navy Federal Credit Union uses the TransUnion FICO 9 score initially to have as a baseline for approvals for your products that you're applying for. Once that you have applied for your initial product with Navy Federal Credit Union, then you will start developing an internal score with Navy Federal Credit Union. But your first score is always TransUnion, and it's the FICO 9 one, which is the one that doesn't have the medical collections in its database, okay? So again, as I stated, once the initial account is established, then internal score kicks in, and that's what really matters with Navy Federal Credit Union. The important thing to note is that you can know what the internal score is once you have applied for a product and they approve you or disapprove you. They will send you a letter. It's important that you look at the back of the letter because that's where it normally has the internal score for the Navy Federal Credit Union. A lot of people take these documents that they receive. It's like, I got the credit card, and disregard or throw away the other documents. That's the only document that you're going to receive from Navy Federal Credit Union that actually shows you what your internal score is with them. Their scoring system is 100 to 450 range. That's where the internal score is at. And there's some things that you have to do in order for you to get a higher internal score with Navy Federal Credit Union. First one is they would like for you to have direct deposit. Every bank likes that because guess what? If you have direct deposit, they have money they can lend. So that's how it works. So direct deposit is a guaranteed shoo-in type money. So they definitely like to see that. They would like for you to have a pledge loan. Pledge loan, I'll make a video on that one, exactly what a pledge loan is. But it's basically in essence where you take your money that you have in the savings account and you pledge it as a loan. You pay approximately a 2.25 interest rate. But in actuality, you're only paying a 2% interest rate because the remainder of your funds receive a 0.25 interest. Well, that's what you actually earn. Your money's earned the 0.25. So in actuality, the only interest rate that you're paying is a 2%, which is a very low interest rate. And the perks actually are a whole lot more because you have a consistent reporting monthly loan on your credit report, which basically boosts your credit report. They would definitely like you to have a credit card. They want to see that you use it. They want to see that you pay it off in full. And again, you spend money, they make money. Okay. Another thing that they would like for you to have is definitely a flagship checking account. And I know it's the one that you actually have to have so much money in it, but $1,500 is the minimum, and you will not have any monthly fees. Anything below $1,500, then you will have monthly fees. Again, it's not just a regular checking account, it's a flagship checking account with Navy Federal. Another thing that they take into consideration is the length of membership. The longer you've been with them, the more scoring, or the higher scoring you will have with them. Of course, time could only take care of that. So the sooner you become a member, the sooner you start accruing the length of time with the Navy Federal Credit Union. I've been with them since 2008, so that for me is about 14 years of solid relationship with them. Another thing is, believe it or not, a lot of people don't realize this, but having a high earning income definitely is a plus. I know it's stated income, and I could write down anything that I choose to. However, keep in mind that they may ask you to provide proof of income. So make sure you're not lying. However, do make sure that you are using all your income that you're receiving, whether it's child support, whether it's alimony. All of that is considered income, and it's actually coming to you. So therefore, you can use that as well. You could also have things like a certificate of deposit, auto loans, mortgages. All of these are extra products that they want you to be using. And what it does, it increases your credit score with them. Things you definitely do not want to have with Navy Federal Credit Union is insufficient accounts balances. You want your accounts to always be in the plus side. You don't want to have an NSF or non-sufficient funds in your checking or your savings accounts. You also want to have, they also take into consideration your balance paid down on your accounts for the last 24 months. They don't want to see maxed out credit cards. That's a big no-no. So if you have a credit card, you use it and you pay it off, be done. Another thing that they look at is your months since your last inquiry. Again, remember, it's TransUnion, so if you have 2 or 3 inquiries within the last couple of months, I would definitely not be applying for a product from Navy Federal Credit Union until that inquiry has kind of died down. They also look at your new accounts open in the last 24 months. So if you've been bouncing from credit card to credit card and trying to apply, they definitely take a look at that. Another thing that may increase your internal Navy Federal Credit Union score may be something as having high credit card limits on other accounts, such as your Citi, Chase, Amex. That is definitely a positive, and you don't seem to be a risk by them giving you a higher credit limit credit card. So those are things that you might want to take into consideration. Again, definitely no overdrafts on your checking or your savings account. In fact, you could actually put in a what they call a checking line of credit. It's actually a hard inquiry that they pull, but what it does, it provides you that comfort level, and it does not allow you to go into that no insufficient funds or an overdraft, and it protects you in the long run. So yes, it's a hard inquiry, but no, you don't have that overdraft potential that you may have if you're not good at balancing your account, or if you have 2 people using account and monies are flowing in and out and you're not sure how to keep track of your funds in the account. Well, I hope this video has helped you. Again, the internal score, and thank you for watching.